Oi, oi.
Welcome.
Welcome to another episode of Beats, Banter and Beyond. It annoys the tits of me that every week I have to go in and change the privacy settings for that to go live on my page.
Why?
I don't know. It always does it. Because, see, the first couple of weeks we used to do it, there used to be loads of people watching it on it.
Yeah.
And then it went down to the one view. I was like, why is only one view on that? Turns out it's going on as private.
Right.
It's
Oh,
not going
I.
on as, I don't know what I look.
Well, well, there you go. If you've missed it on Jason's page, now you've got to the bottom of it.
I know I've done it. I've changed it the last couple of weeks, but it's only like
Yeah.
I mean, I have to literally go in and change it myself.
I thought you were just being nosy to see if it was up okay.
Uh,
Well, for anybody who did manage to magically find the show somehow, welcome
welcome.
on this glorious Sunday night.
Just watching the darts.
Yes, Jason has unfortunately kept us hostage and has darts on many screens. You've got the
Feely
dartboard.
fat as fuck.
You've got
mate.
your dartboard up there as well.
I know. Didn't close it, but fucking, I've had too much this week. I mean, that's
Why?
annoying me.
That barbecue was lovely.
I know, but I mean, I need this back to being good this week.
What about
I
your
had a
light speech you gave me
fry.
last week?
I know. I had a fry yesterday and a fucking pizza, burger, chips, garlic bread last night. Normally, I only eat once a day.
Aye. Do you not get like cheat days? Or have you just had too many cheat days?
I've had too many cheat days this week.
Right.
I've
Okay.
had it's not only that I've still only been eating like one meal, but I've had shitloads of crisps and fucking chocolate and.
Look at you. You got a big smile on your face though, going, I loved it.
But
I fucking loved
I
it.
feel bloated the fuck right now. But I did enjoy that barbecue.
That was great. I will
It's good
give
to
you.
have nice weather in
It is. Are we really getting into weather chat within what 3 minutes of starting the show?
it.
That's poor form.
I know it is alright.
Just before we go any further, the usual old spiel. Join us every Sunday night at 7 o'clock.
There's Louise in.
Going
What's
live.
happening, Louise?
Howdy, welcome.
Can't read the TV now.
No. Go and check out all our stuff on phase2.co.uk and dice.co.uk, d1c.co.uk. I was going to not say it this week, but then I was like, nah.
I know we're back out on the road starting next month.
Yes, we
so
are.
We're gonna. There'll be plenty of things happening.
And yeah, as always, if you want any tutorial tips, any help with music, ghost production, just a general direction, everything to do with music, you can go and book our services at belfastdjstudio.com. Just go over, click on the link with our name and get signed up, guys. And we look forward to working with you.
Yeah, come sit and have a chat. A lot of people have done it. I'm sure there'll be reviews out there of who has sat with us and who has got music signed. So
yep,
go and check.
And now that all the bagging's out of the way, back to the main show.
And if you want to donate some money, I'll put up a PayPal account.
Well, you're supposed to set up the Patreon about 6 months ago, but you keep telling me it's there. Then it's like, oh, we'll just worry about that later.
I know, but there was a reason why we didn't.
Which was?
I can't say here.
Okay. So yeah, what's your crack apart from being a big fat bastard? Oh, you absolute stinker!
I hope that smells.
I'm guessing that you're all better then after last
Tell
week.
you what, that was perfect. You saying fat bastard there, like I made 24 hours. Like it was fucking rough though.
Yeah,
I hate that shit. But I know I'm good, mate. I've been flat out this week. I got that tune finished. You just need to go over it now and make sure you're happy with it.
Yeah.
And then we'll upload it, and then we'll put all them Dice originals into a folder and just start pinging them out to everybody.
Yeah, these are all going to get tortured with us. I think that this summertime tune is the best that we've made as Dice.
100%. 100% is. I really like it. I even like listening to it. I like feels like as well. Like I can still pop ahead to that, you know what I mean? But this summertime one that hits a spot.
But it's the way effects and all, like it really does feel summery. Like,
yeah.
It's not just a tune for the sake of making a tune. Like you do really like when you listen to it.
There's seagulls and
like,
beach thing
I'm
and all.
on
the
beach
thing.
here,
yeah.
we drink in hand, being like, I'm gonna go and have a good time.
I know. So can't wait to get it out. Fuck, we made loads of music, but we haven't done much with it. Dice stuff like bar uploaded to SoundCloud.
And we keep threatening we're going to do it, and then we're like, we'll just make one more. We'll just make one more, and then we'll send it off. Just one more.
We need to just focus now on promoting the stuff the originals will have.
Yeah.
Because there's so much there, like so much good ones, and they're all. They've all done big numbers on SoundCloud, like.
Yeah. So there's no reason why we can't go and start chasing people.
I mean, I'm sure fucking most labels would like a track that has 150,000 streams, like.
Yeah. But it's again, it's us. We don't like begging or asking for things or being like, "Here, can you listen to our songs and maybe support them,
I
please?" Because
know.
that's us. That's
We need a
a
hype
wee pro.
man. Don't we need a hype man to just do it for us?
If it get me enough drink, I mean, I can be a
But it is, it's madness. Like we were over 500,000 on the Dice page, which is nuts.
after
And
a
we
year.
literally have only posted stuff on TikTok
Yeah,
the odd time,
just wee pictures here and there.
which is madness to me. Like,
Yeah, but it's because all you lovely listeners going and listening to the stuff after our wonderful introductions to the show every week.
uh, it would be good to see if there was a fucking chart to see if it actually works or doesn't.
Neither there is. There's obviously
Uh,
a biometrics. No, that's
uh,
not the right word I'm looking for, guys. You'll have to forgive me. My brain's not at full speed today.
I know you were at a wedding yesterday. Did you have fun?
I had too much
I
fun.
do love an old wedding, but yeah, I always end up fucked up. Like,
Well, no, I
see,
was
the
genuine.
last one I was at was on New Year's Eve. Heller's birthday. It was her cousin.
Yeah.
And mate, I
What a
was
random one for a wedding, New Year's Eve.
it was meant to be during COVID, and then obviously got cancelled.
Oh,
So
right,
they've done
okay.
it like however many years later. It was in the Hilton up in Temple Patrick, and me and her just ended up staying there. Mate, I was dead for a week. See, after, mate, I swear to fuck, mate, like I contemplated fucking jumping off Cave Hill so many days in a row. It
It
was so
happens
bad,
like
like,
it really does. It's not worth. I'm not hanging today. Just the length of the day and the standing up. I'm just very tired. We
yeah.
didn't get back to 2, so it was quite the stretch with the child. I did get into
Was
mischievous
a
mode.
child bait, was you? She tired?
Oh, I come 12 o'clock. It was like the
Yeah,
longest she's ever been up.
yeah.
She was a trooper. So yeah, mischievous Dave came out yesterday. Not as bad as beating the fuck out of kids in a park, Dave. That was bad, bad, bad. But all the guys and the girls who were obviously there on that evening were at the wedding, and every single one of them came up to me at one point, like, "You gonna beat the fuck out of these kids too?" Like, guys, I don't like beating up kids.
Is that because of the clip of the show or because of the
Oh no,
podcast?
they went and started listening to it, and yeah, there was a few things was said. There was a little awkward moment that I had, and I had to issue an apology. So, do you remember we talked about the advice that I give someone,
Yeah,
and that it may have not have went down too well, but it was good advice?
yeah.
Well, I didn't know that someone had clipped that and sent it to the bridesmaids when they were getting ready in the hotel yesterday morning at like 7, and they played the whole
Is this
thing.
all the bridesmaids you said were completely fuckable?
No matter what way I answer that question, it's not going to end well. I did not say that. Don't. You're just
Did many a times.
no. So they were sent a clip, and then obviously the person which I wasn't which I was talking to wasn't too happy that we discussed this. So whenever we were at the wedding, I didn't know any of this, and then the code was kind of like, yeah, so she knows about that we were all talking about it this morning for quite a period of time. I was like, oh Jesus, this is going to be awkward. And then as the day got on, I lost the run of myself a wee bit. And she was taking a picture of some kids and Ruby was there. And she's like, "Do you mind if I take a picture of your child?" And no, cool. I was like, "No, not at all." I was like, "I do not consent to that." Well, Jesus, she turned around. It's like, "Do you want to speak about consent? Do you? Come here, me, you and have a wee chat." And I was like, "Oh yeah, shit. I'm sorry about that. I'm really sorry." But
I bet you never name no names.
oh no, I never name no names. But let's be honest, people know who you're talking about when you say stuff about them.
I know that.
There was
I bet nobody else in the world does. So like, fucking suck it up, bitch.
there. That's like your man. Have you seen the video of your guy doing that? I'm late in the morning. It's like some song. He's going, "Fuck your boss. I'm late. I'm late. What you gonna do about it? 'Cause I'm late." Yes.
Mate, it's not as viral as Huck to spit on that
Oh,
thing.
how bad?
She lost her job.
I'm not
She
surprised.
was a fucking primary school teacher or something in America. Tell you what, see, all she needs to do now is make a tick because you can't find her. No one knows who she is.
Yeah.
Well, they've worked out her name's something Welsh now. They've worked it out, but she doesn't have social media.
Right.
All she needs to do is to make a TikTok account, and I guarantee you she will have 1 million followers by the end of the week.
Oh, mate, you can't just. Well, I was gonna say you can't just write on good hook too, but yeah, you can.
No, but that's the Hawk 2 girl. All she do and then make an OnlyFans, and the ball's your uncle.
Her just spitting on that
just
thing.
spitting on cocks. But being serious, lost your job, not a problem. Make a social media account, way you go. But I mean,
What a life story! It's like, oh yeah, I was working as a teacher, and then I decided just to spit on dicks on TikTok, and I'm a millionaire.
Yeah, not every fella agrees.
Oh mate,
It
it's so bad for her.
went so viral, didn't it?
Oh, so
You,
bad.
see, it's alright going viral, but see when you don't go viral on your own page, it's for something else like that.
But
That's
that's it.
rough. Like,
That's you becoming a meme. That's
ah,
not you going viral. That is now the world picking up on your stupidity,
yeah.
and now you have to live with that. I'm sure she's not like she was probably pissed and thought, haha, like
She could
the way
monetize this. Like,
like we've all done stupid things, and when you're drunk, you say silly things, and it's all a bit of a laugh. But if someone puts a camera in front of your face and it goes on the internet, and everyone else gets a laugh at it, you've no control of your stupidity,
yeah,
and that's it. That's the joy of the
she
internet now.
could monetize this.
Oh,
Nah, like
definitely.
100%. Because everyone was looking for her page, including me. Like, yeah, what do you call her? I'm like, her page. I mean, just make a TikTok account and talk about, I don't know, anything but that. And I guarantee you'll get 1 million followers. 1 million people follow her, no problem.
Just off the back.
Just off the back of that.
Why don't you set up a fake one? Be like a catfish.
Hundreds of thousands at least in a couple of days.
Why don't you set one up? Be like a catfish.
I know, but she needs to
pretend
go on
be her.
and talk about, like, I don't know, this is how I do makeup.
It's AI. You can get AI to do it all.
Oh, that's right, we could. Have
I
you seen the AI one where it's Arnold Schwarzenegger and it's him going, "How about you hot do and spit on that
no.
thing?" You get me? It's funny as fuck. Yeah, there's one I seen in Nigel Farage. AI done it right, and he's sitting playing Minecraft, and he's got a suit on. He goes, "All right, chat. Now we're going to go in the Rishi Sunak's house, and there's a big Minecraft house that says Rishi Sunak's house." And he goes, "And we're going to, what we're going to do is, don't tell anyone." He goes in, it's all TNT in it, and he blows. But it turns out, made it look like he was actually sitting there talking, but it was AI done it. Sounded exactly like him.
I didn't know that.
What about big Nigel Farage? You seen him? He's giving it stacks out.
I'm not getting into politics.
Mate, all I hear is you don't have to pay income tax until you make 20 grand. I'm like, let's go back, lad.
Well, we'll see what happens there. Let's
You know what I mean?
go down that way.
Let's go. What you mean? Up until 20 grand, I can make a few extra quid. Let's do it.
Yeah, mate, I caused a lot more drama yesterday. So it
Or
was
should I say maybe I'll make 20 grand this year
no,
instead of 12 and a half?
19,995, mate. Just don't hit that limit. It's all
We're
money,
making
baby.
12,500 for the last 3 years.
Oh shit, that's where the fucking decimal points meant to go. Ah, right.
See how many taxi drivers will go from 12 and a half to fucking 20.
Mate, sorry, I'm a bit dyslexic. You see, I've got diabetes. I don't understand how numbers work.
Fucking brilliant. But then not only that, there, see all the bricklayers and all that are making 25, 30, they'll stop making 25, 30 and make 20.
Yeah.
It's so like
Everything's going to balance itself up. I don't care enough about politics, mate. I really don't. It's just another knob.
I know, I don't give a fuck either.
Special way.
The only thing that I see is Labour, and you look at their tax thing, and it's like, yeah, we're fucked. Like, if that happens, like, we can't afford to pay our tax on national insurance.
Yeah.
It's like an extra 2,500 a year
I have no idea.
after fucking 12.5 grand. That's nuts, like.
It's just, but again, they're all just money robbing bastards. That's why no one's going to do anything that's going to help the little man. Everybody just wants to line the bigger pockets.
But big Nigel's fucking going here. Hold on a wee minute.
No, Nigel Farage is saying the right things to get himself into power to do the same thing that every other person does and just toddle along.
I don't think he is. Like. He's convincing me. Made 20 grand. What do you mean 20 grand? You don't have to pay income tax up to 20 grand? Fucking right. But we'll see what happens. I don't give a fuck. I'm not voting either way, so it doesn't bother me. Like, but
No.
if I would advise anyone, if you're going to vote, we can't even vote for him over here, can you?
You can. No, you can't vote for Nigel Farage, but you can vote for the Reform Party because at the bus stop there's a Reform, but it's TUV under the banner of Reform, so it's kind of like, hello, do you remember us guys? Can we play too?
I know what you mean. So if you vote for them, and they'll back Nigel up in the seats.
Yep. See, I don't know much about politics, but I imagine the TUV is kind of like whenever an older sibling has a little younger brother or sister, and the parents are like, take your fucking younger one out with you to play. And that's what they are to the Reform. It's like, oh, can I come and play too, guys?
I don't even know who TUV are either. Like,
that's what I mean. They're just a wee lost soul in the background going, we
seeing an opportunity.
We jump on whoever if you're going to get us a seat. If we get to participate, fucking right.
I've been standing for years. Fuck's sake, my legs are getting sore.
It's like fucking queuing to get into Berghain for the TUV.
Sounds like a TV program, doesn't it?
TUV instead of UTV.
What does it stand for? TUV? Something unionist volunteers?
It's like a polite a paramilitary group, isn't it?
Aye.
It's like a paramilitary group.
Tartan Unionist Volunteers. Trans Unionist Volunteers. TUVNI. Meaning. It's something unionist. It has to be in it. Traditional unionist voice. I didn't guess that at all.
No, I wouldn't have got
180.
that.
There you go. I hope you do well, Big Nigel, just because if you're going to give me fucking extra fucking load of money a month up until 20 grand, I'd be happy with that. Like,
but he won't do.
better.
He won't.
And he's going to stop the boats too, whatever that means.
Give fucking, what do you call your man? Who gonna carry the boats?
No, you're not be able to go to a
David
Rangers and
Goggins?
Celtic match anymore because he stopped the boats.
No more sea cats.
Oh, I didn't mean that. I meant I'm not. There's no more Sea Cat or HSS.
Literally just no boats at all.
We're an island airplane in and out. That's it.
Yep. And even that, they'll probably find some way to fucking stop. She'll build a bridge.
I don't remember they said they were going to do that.
Aye, from Scotland.
That would be handy as fuck. Like,
Aye, but it's not.
apparently it's too deep. That it's it's impossible to do. Like, well, it's not impossible, but it's extremely difficult.
Not worth it when you just
Aye,
fly.
the money is not worth it.
Yep.
But yeah, they fucking waste money and everything else.
I know, but that's so they can hide their dodgy dealings behind.
Do you see they're gurning about doing this football stadium over here?
Like Croke Park?
No, on the falls. What do you call
Is
it?
that not what it's called? Oh, Casement.
Casement
Yeah.
Park. And they're gurning. I seen the Sinn Féin ones arguing with each other because of an Irish unity saying. So they split the party on that. But then now UEFA have come out and says they're going ahead with plans, but they're not putting that in it. So they don't even care anymore. UEFA's like, this is too much of a fuck up. We're going to hit plan around.
I don't
being
get
built.
why they don't just use Windsor. Like, I know that's a smaller capacity.
It's not big enough.
But like at the end of the day, it's Northern Ireland's home stadium. And if they're going to fuck about not building this, they should still be able to play in Windsor and just be like, well, it's going to be reduced capacity. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
because you're not add a couple of extra seats in Windsor, surely.
Well, sure, it's just been refurbished. There's nowhere to really do
what
it.
What is it hold Windsor?
I think
14 or something?
12 or 14, yeah, something like that there.
Again, I don't know. I think the rules are something like 20 plus or something.
But why?
I know. Yeah, we're such a small place, but it doesn't really matter, like, whether we'll get it or not.
18,500.
Fuck off, that's all right.
Northern Ireland Windsor Stadium is the largest event venue in Northern Ireland, boasting a great location in Belfast and hosting up to 24,000 guests across 18,000.
So 24 would be like if you were on the pitch?
Yeah, so it's 18,000 outdoor seated arena. So yeah.
That seems all right to me.
18,500, like, you could easily have a match there. And see, at the end of the day, watching the Euros, like, there's a lot of the matches, even though they're packed out, there's still massive sections of the crowd are empty. So, like, it would reduce that kind of thing.
It's just a political thing over here. You can't, they just make everything political, don't they?
All right, but then if Northern Ireland qualify, then they have to go down south to play their home matches.
Yeah.
Well, how's that not going to be a political
thing? But if it's being held here, Northern Ireland automatically qualified then?
Yeah, but the next, I know, because, right, so how it works, because it's being done is the home nations, they can't let all of them qualify.
Yeah, because there'll be 4 then.
How it works is...
Or 5 it would be.
Say, everyone has to play to qualify, right? So, say England and Scotland qualify. I think there's 2 places for the home nations. So, if England and Scotland qualify, the 2 places then go to Wales and Northern Ireland. If Wales, Northern Ireland, Scotland qualify, then Northern Ireland automatically get it. If Northern Ireland and Wales do, then
Ireland as well. So it would be 5 teams.
Oh, yeah.
Even you were forgetting about them ones there.
But no, I don't know if they're included within. I think Ireland already get a pass. It's for the Great British teams because Ireland is in itself
its own
part
place,
of it. So they are already given their bye ball, but they can't put through 4 other teams. So 5 teams getting a bye is not allowed. So
but they'll get. There's an opportunity there for all of them to qualify.
But also
maybe a wee bit of a backhander.
If none of them qualify, then it's down to whoever the top 2 performing home nations teams were who didn't go through will then get the automatic qualification spots or something along that. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what I remember hearing.
Right.
So yeah,
it would be good for here, whether it's in Windsor or Casement Park, whatever it may be. Like, it would be good for a couple of games to be played here. Like,
I wouldn't even care who the matches were. Like, I was watching the year. This has been the most exciting Euros that I can remember.
I can't get into it at all, mate.
Why?
I just can't. It's been boring me to tears. The football's been shit, but anything I've watched.
I thought the matches have been pretty. Like, no one's really holding off because it's the group stages. Like, they're proper going for it.
I can't get into it, mate. I've tried to. I've tried to get into it. Like the England matches, I didn't watch. I heard they were brutal.
They were terrible.
But even the France and Holland match the other night, mate, I was on. I just couldn't. I just couldn't get into it, mate.
It's because you're too busy watching darts now.
That's what it is. Start the league starts is exciting. No, it's not. It's not. It is, mate. I'm too used to watching Premier League football, which are winning fucking. No, I mean it's 4-3, and like
Yeah.
all that season, it was 4-3, 5-2, and all it was all mad scores. But I just, mate, I every year I look forward to it, like, and I sit there and try and watch them, but I just can't get into it. But Dad was saying the same the other day. Yesterday, my dad was saying he's loved it.
I've not enjoyed the Euros as much as I can remember as
Yeah.
this one. But again, there's
It's
a lot
just
of
perspective in it.
next year or the next one will be weird. But I would quite happily, like, I would go and watch fucking Georgia.
Is the next one here?
Yeah.
Is this the next one where it's meant to be?
Yes, 2028 or 20.
They'll never get that building time.
No,
Not a chance.
but I think they've already said that it's not going to be done. Like they came out the other day and said it.
Yeah.
But again, it's stupid politics holding our country back because people are being bitter about shit that happened so long ago. See, at the end of the day,
I don't care whether you're Catholic, Protestant, anything. Having that stadium here would be a good investment for the
more
country.
important than anything. Yeah, for the country.
For the country, it would be good. Yes, I know it's over that, but see the many. Like you could have like Taylor Swift concerts in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
You can have big things like again, Windsor would be good, 24,000 people. Yes,
But
that's sweet.
Windsor is also in a built up area. See them what shit Croke Park and the Aviva Stadium get.
Yeah, because of the
Remember
concert.
the first time I was meant to go to Garth Brooks?
Yes,
He done 5 nights, and the residents were like,
nuts.
they went mental. So he ended up he cancelled the whole thing. So you know what I mean? Over there, there is houses, but beside it there's a shopping centre as well. So it's not as built up as you would imagine, as like Windsor. Windsor is literally surrounded by 2 up, 2 down houses.
Yeah.
So you can't have what is it, 28,000 people walking out there 3 nights in a row.
Oh, why?
Do you know what I mean? They already going about Linfield playing for fuck's sake. And what's
Well, that's
a couple of
even
thousand?
when I used to work in Tallytag. Was it Tallytag?
I don't know, man.
I think it was, but they were the smoking area of Tallytag was right at the back. Like when I say at the back, this is where you would smoke,
Yeah,
and where you are is Windsor Park.
right.
So see the night when we were working and Northern Ireland played England when David Healy scored the goal to beat them.
What a night.
See when you were sitting in work, you felt the entire like it was a big fucking Air Force hangar kind of building, like a warehouse thing. It's not like an office, and you felt everything rumble, and you're like, holy shit, Northern Ireland must have scored. And that was it. You knew before you even checked your phone. You're like, oh my god! But I'll never forget that, just because how close you were to it. So yeah, I can only imagine if you're a
You live
resident
there.
living there, it would be shit.
And then every other week, now again, every other week, Linfield playing there is not a big deal, like, because it's Linfield, you're getting a couple of thousand, like.
I've done a U, by the way. I just want to clear that up. So it says they don't think they're going to. Well, it's contradictory. One says they don't think they're going to lose out in the chance to host the Euros, and then another one says hopes are fading because there's no blank check to build Casement Park. So it's you know.
You don't really get a blank check for anything these days, like, especially if the government's funding it.
But
it would be good to build, because then see, like, so all them things that are in like Ormo Park and all,
yeah,
they'll all move there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You could get a fucking 15,000-20,000 people in on the field, like all the Belsonic stuff. If it's going to be a purpose-made stadium,
yeah,
for events, not only for sport, GAA, whatever it is, but like there's so much opportunities there. Like,
but that's it.
Think,
Regardless
like,
of what
Garth
it's used
Brooks,
for.
Taylor Swift, they only went to Dublin.
Yeah.
It's because there's nothing big enough in Belfast for artists like that to come.
do.
So what that means then, Taylor Swift would have come up here for 2 or 3 nights.
Yeah.
She would have sold that easily, like.
Oh yeah. Well,
Do you
she's
know what
sold
I mean?
out everywhere that she's went to. So
Aye, fucking.
it would definitely be good for the country to see it being built. And I think people just need to get past their bitterness, going, "Oh well, they can't."
Because of where it is, because of what side of the fucking barrier it's on.
But as much as we say that, like, we've discovered from DJing, like, we know people who won't come to gigs of ours because it's on either side of the divide, because they're nervous about what will happen. Like, why are you nervous?
I understand. That's
you get it,
years
but
of being indoctrinated into us and them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm different. Obviously, I grew up in the Shangle, but I'm different in that regard because of DJing.
Yeah.
Like, I went and DJed in clubs that, if you ask most people where I live, what the fuck are you doing going over there?
Yeah.
You're mad. Do you know what I mean? I understand why some people
Even the
would be
first
like,
few
"Oh,
times we played Club Honey, people are like,
use your nuts."
what are you doing? It's like,
Uh,
it's actually, I would far rather play there than fucking some of the other places I
I
played. Like,
some of the places we played in the Shankle, I would rather play in Club Honey than over
yeah,
there. Like,
like
and
there's
like
no bother. The
never.
fact that I
It's
even
not even
remember the
thought
bouncers being
about.
told, look, they're from the other side. If anything kicks off, you look out for them.
I the
And it's like
first night.
they're notified, and not even just us, but people that was with us. And it's like,
Yeah.
look, don't don't let no one be next to them just because that's from where they are, because they're obviously we're trying to change the reputation and stuff, and that's commendable too
I
as well.
have. I've felt safer in that place than I have in some places on the road. Like
Oh yeah,
100%.
and that, but again, you have to go and experience it to get over your them and us, and we're
Yeah.
lucky enough that we're in a position
Them
where
and us is
we've,
a big thing over here. Like
yeah,
it
lemons and
really is.
usins,
Mm.
lemons and usins,
Aye, it is
but
madness.
it
Like.
should just be us
But
as
again,
a
it
whole.
is changing because you know what I mean. Like so, me and you went. Maxwell's came with us. Jordan's came with us. Fucking Ralph's came with us.
Yeah.
Like we have brought loads of people over there who are all apprehensive at the start, and then we're walking out of it, and they're like, "Next time, I'll go next time."
Oh, I 100. There's no
You know what I
question
mean?
about it.
Yeah.
It's just yes, I'm definitely for going. But it's fun that way to cross the divides and see how.
Well, that's it. Your mom Phil's built something good. Paul Woods is a big part of it, and Rand too. Like they always made you
Yeah,
feel really welcome.
you were always really well taken care of.
I think Paul too. Like Paul doesn't give a flying fuck about politics too. He's like us. He genuinely
Yeah,
couldn't give a flying fuck about it.
if you're good, you'll get stuck on,
Yeah.
and that's it. I think people more care about politics if you then start becoming that person, or you're like, if somebody, again, we've talked about it, tagging underneath, going, "Oh, it's not Ireland I'm playing, and it's Northern Ireland." If
Yeah.
someone starts baiting into that and slobbering or whatever and playing up to that, then yeah, you
Saying
probably
that
will get taken away because,
London Derry hasn't been in the night.
well, it's the Euros, it's okay.
Nah, but no, it's madness. But you'll never understand it unless you come. Unless you're from. Like I remember whenever Rob and Jason came over the first time, and they were playing Club Honey, and we like he was oh I'm in Ireland, and I whenever we're over here, we went to like a few bars around here, and I was like, you can't say that here.
Yeah.
But then over there, you can't say what you were saying over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were like, "What are you on about?" And I was like, "Trust me, it'll just make life that little bit easier.
Yep.
Just do what I say, and you're good."
Sure, do you not remember whenever Juice played back to back with Nile LED in
Yeah.
Club Honey, and he wanted to wear his Union Jack,
Yep,
fucking or
that's right.
sleeveless T-shirt? It was
Because
like,
he always wore it, like
yeah,
in
it's
the
like, mate,
UK. Yeah.
probably not the best place to wear this.
Yep.
Regardless of how good you are as a DJ, if you stand in front of them for an hour with a Union Jack on, you might be seen as being
Listen,
offensive.
because he's not from here, it maybe wouldn't have been a problem. But it's
But
Niall is right in saying,
someone should tell you.
yeah, someone should now is right in saying, like, listen, it's probably don't chance it, like.
Yeah, it's better to be safe than sorry, because we are still a bunch of fucking leeches at the end of the day.
Oh man, it is crazy. This place is nuts. I love it. Like we understand over here. We know what it's like. We know. Do you know what I mean? Like it's same. Like I walk down that Springfield all the time. I go
Yeah.
to all them shops. Or like see whenever my dad and all were younger, like they couldn't have
You
done.
couldn't have,
They couldn't
no.
have done that. Like
But that's, I was keeping all the English ones going at that wedding yesterday, because they made some comments again about the whole child park incident and all, and they're like, "Oh, I was like, but you guys are from England. Like, you have a genuine worry because kids will stab you. The worst thing's going to happen here is a kid's going to call you a cunt and then go home running crying to their mum. Because see, at the end
call
of the
you an
day,
orange
as
bastard.
much as they want to fucking be the big lad, they have more fear of their ma hurting them than they have of me hurting them. And they know if they go in and they're like, "Mummy, I smacked an adult," mummy's going to beat the fuck out of them, and they don't want that. They're like,
That's why you chased all them kids around the park.
women take out. Allegedly.
Oh.
Allegedly.
I know here. Remember we were talking about Stephen Nolan last week.
Oh,
I heard a
Jesus.
good rumor that he was actually on Epstein's list. He was on his plane 4 times.
No, he wasn't.
That's not allegedly. Like
That's. I think you're
I'm
just spreading rumors.
I'm going
now.
to start spreading rumors every week about Stephen Nolan until BBC send me a cease and desist order. And I'm going to wear it like a
Like James-
sash.
like
I'm
James
going to
Bond.
wear it like a proudest punch in the 12th day.
It'll be the new answer to the podcast. Just a wee thing popping up here, like, haha.
And then at the start of every episode, I'll go, just so you know, I will not be able to give any more information out about Stephen Nolan this week. But no, apparently he was on Epstein's fucking plane like 8 times. Him and Bill Clinton were apparently close.
Hey, who said this? This has to be a lie.
I can't let
Well,
my
you can't divulge your
I
sources.
can't let
can
my
you?
sources. That's the thing about having a good source that's inside.
Fuck off. Who am I- what am I looking for here? What's his name?
I'm clearly joking, you Heather.
It's like, you never
Cut
know.
that joking bit out. I want this to be serious.
You never know with you. I uh I near I had a moment yesterday where I timed something so well that it seemed like I'd said something so inappropriately wrong to Nicole, and she thought that I'd said something. She's like, "What the fuck?" So we were sitting having dessert at dinner, right? And these two girls came
What
up.
did you get for dessert? Just don't mind me asking.
I will get to that in a second because there was also a dilemma with dessert, right?
Because I had a Mars ice creamer and I want another one
It was a chocolate brownie, but we'll get that sticky toffee chocolate brownie.
with
So
cannabis in it.
no, so these two girls, two women came down and were talking to another woman that was at our table, and I said to Nicole, "Who's that?" Because I hadn't seen them at the wedding all day, and Nicole's like, "Oh, that's her children." Now, as Nicole had said that, she was looking over this way. I was hearing Nicole, so she was looking away from where I was.
Yeah.
And as I asked that question and she answered me, dessert was set down in front of Nicole. And I looked at her dessert and went, yummy. And Nicole thought that I was saying, yummy about the girls. Like, it's like, who's that? That's her daughters. Yummy. I was like, she just turned and looked at me as if I had fucking two heads. I was like, what's wrong with you? It's like,
Just think you
what
were
do you think?
checking them out.
No, your dessert arrived. And it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. So, right. So then the dessert came. The person that was meant to sit beside Nicole and the person that was meant to sit beside me didn't end up making it to the wedding, right? So this guy said to me,
Wasted fucking seat.
oh, no, 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 no.
Hate
So he
that.
said, here, set your jacket over this chair and they'll think someone's sitting there and they'll bring extra cake so we can have it. And I was like, no, 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 no. Hold on, I'll do you one better. So I just moved into the chair and left my cake there as if this person had went for a piss. And then, but then Nicole started freaking out. She thought I was going to get kicked out because I was trying to steal cake. It's like, Nicole, we're not going to get kicked out. And then everyone over down the
It's all
table.
paid for anyway, so
Aye, but they all started flapping because the girls kept coming in, and I was like, right, I was trying to sort of catch their eye. And then the woman that served me, because she came out 3 times and I'd missed her, there was some girl came over. I was like, no, unless it's served me by that woman's hand, I don't want this dessert.
yeah.
And I sat there for the 5th time she came out. I just went, excuse me, can I have some cake, please? And they were all like, oh my
Excuse
God.
me, can I have some more, please?
It was like, here, there you go. And everyone was
Go
just
ahead, Oliver
completely,
Twist.
they were just like, oh my God, that's amazing. Well done. So we all shared the cake. It was great. And I was like, right, Nicole, you move. She's like, I'm not fucking moving. It's like, go, it's free cake. And then the woman came down and was like, do you want any more cake? And I was about to say yes. Nicole was like, you can't be stealing more cake. I was like, I can steal all the cake. But it was fucking great cake. Sticky
Yeah.
toffee, chocolate brownie with ice cream.
Sounds
It was
rotten.
even better whenever it was the schemed chocolate cake. I also got the child in trouble. I got many children in trouble because of Ruby.
I begin to think you have a problem with kids. Like,
I think we already knew that, Jason, doing this podcast. If you go back and listen to the whole previous shows, have you ever had honeysuckle off a tree, like the wee flowers?
no,
Do you know what they are?
no.
So right, there's wee purple flowers about that size, and if you break the top of them off and you get like a wee tiny bit of honey water out of it,
Right.
right? So I saw this massive honeysuckle tree, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to use this as a great opportunity to teach my kid how cool nature is. So I said, come here, and I
It
ripped
was
one off.
jaggy nettles.
Oh no, it was all good. So she tried it and was like, that's yummy. So off I went. 20 minutes later, Nicole's like, come here. Ruby has all the kids from the wedding. Now you're talking maybe about 7 or 8 kids,
Yeah.
all sitting in a big circle
That's
around
good. A
this.
wee leader.
Oh no, it gets worse. So she was teaching them how to eat the honeysuckle.
Yeah.
Right. And then she ran over to me with this big handful of about 50 of them, going, look, Daddy, I've got them for all the kids. And I was like, oh, that's wonderful. Fast forward another hour, there's not one bit of honeysuckle left in the tree. Some parents telling their child off, going, you took all that honeysuckle. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, what have I done?
So what is it?
Honeysuckle?
Yeah.
Right, so you know the way bees and shit pollinate flowers to go make honey and whatever? Right, so honeysuckle is basically, it's just a little flower, but the way, flowers do stuff, then this is just, there's a wee bit of honey. And that's, like, when I say a wee bit of honey, it's enough to
It's
wet
just
your like it's like the flower's that size, so it's not a lot of
You have to
stuff.
point one out to me next time we see them.
But there's different ways. If they're white, you don't try and suck them because it means that the bugs have already went and took them. They have to be purple for
Right.
you to get the honey out of them. But yeah, the fact that all the kids stole. Now when I say it was a big bush, probably about the size of that black cloth there, and
Did no one
they.
say anything about it? Like,
Oh no!
nah.
One of the parents went over and shouted at the child, but none of the staff said
I
anything.
fucking
And I was like,
staff give a fuck. It's a
I was like,
flower.
why are you fucking wrecking your child's day? Like it's better than
Like
sitting on a
fucking
tablet eating
that
flowers.
child's gonna remember me being a born bastard when they get home.
That's why reviews run about whacking off her
All the
head, just
kids
all
are
the
fucking
honeysuckle.
not being able to sleep, like sniffing the line of gear, all running about, going crazy.
Parents are like, we didn't give you any sugar. It's like, but that little girl did.
Aye,
That little girl
the drug
did.
dealer.
But it was, oh man, there was just so much. I made up
I
some.
never want to be at my or dad, like, you know what I mean? Like,
No,
I fucking born bastards.
that's it. I would.
There was so many of 'em, mate, whenever I was younger, where we were all wee cunts running about, and there was always one child who was heart scared of doing anything
Yep.
because his man died.
My mommy and daddy says I'm not allowed to get wet.
Uh,
There's always one.
what are you making water balloons for, and
Yep.
you wee dick?
It's like what parent actually says before you're leaving the house. Oh, and just
I
make sure
fuck
you
it.
don't be getting wet out in the street.
Your man hasn't got wet in 5 years as well, for fuck's sake.
That's why you have
Fucking
no
born
siblings.
cunt.
But it is. There was always one wee kid that was very, very scared of everything. I was like, I don't think we should do that in case we get in trouble.
I was scared of my man, like, but I was scared of my man's, and like anything I done, I just made sure at the start when I was younger, she never fucking
Yeah, we
found
never
out
get
about
back to it.
it.
Yeah,
And if it did, just deny it to help.
but that's what we're saying. Kids are.
See, once you realize you can fucking deny it
Mm.
and you can get away with it, that's a bastard. That like,
But you need to make sure you're good at spoofing
uh,
first.
nah, it wasn't me. What do you mean it wasn't you? Oh, it wasn't me.
All right, Shaggy.
Uh,
Wasn't me. Did you hear?
I think I've told this on the show before. I get caught. There was a fucking website. If I have told this on the show, then I'm sorry. But there was a website. My mum had a computer in her bedroom, and me and my mate were in looking at it.
Right.
And there was a website that used to have like it was all celebrities' heads, no deep faked on the fucking porn bodies.
Right.
And my
I
ma,
can't imagine this was more like fucking MS Paint than anything.
no, it's actually all right. Like, no, I mean, but it was just pictures of like fucking someone getting rid with like fucking, I don't know, Celine Dion's face on it.
Right. Okay.
And there wasn't many of them. There was maybe like 8 folders on the website. You could go in. There was all in. There was probably 20 pictures. But my man found it, and I just in front of her mate and a wee girl Carly, I just denied it. I just went, it wasn't me. It was him. Still to this day, they all think it was him.
You are absolute.
And see, once I like we were probably P7 first. I was like, all right, you just blaming on other people.
That was it. Oh, so that's it. Just get in there first. But nah, it was me. It was him.
I know.
What about Big JT? It's not going to work for him saying it wasn't me this time. Justin Timberlake.
Oh, that's right. Cut drink driving or something.
Caught drink driving. I love when celebrities get caught drink driving because you know that like look at Tiger Woods.
How many times have done it?
No, not how many times he's done it. What else is gonna like? What were you drink driving for? Because like Tiger Woods got caught drink driving, and then it turned out that he was actually banging loads of women, and his missus beat the fuck out of him with a golf club. So, what story's gonna come now?
I know. Mate, the Emmons are at it all the time.
But that's they were saying it's well, obviously it's all speculation, but they're saying that his tour's not selling well because he's not. All this modern generation know him as Branch from Trolls. They don't know him as Justin Timberlake or NSYNC or any of
See,
that.
to be
There.
fair, he was in that Time. Do you remember the film Time? Was it where it's like you get time on your wrist,
Oh,
and
I
once it goes
remember
to
that.
zero,
Yeah.
you die. Like he was really good in that film. I thought.
Aye, but
The couple
again,
of things he acted in, he was decent at.
but
Like.
who's going to buy tour tickets now thinking that he's an actor?
That's why a tune we done mustn't have done too well. None of the kids know him.
But it's yeah, like he'll get away with a slap on the wrist. And most other people.
Well, he won't. He'll lose his license, but he,
I-
like,
The
you know what I
him
mean.
know that like he can afford to have a
he can,
driver.
he can afford to have a driver. Plus, he can afford to pay the fine.
Yeah.
I mean, people like us getting caught drink driving, that's a bit of a fucking shitter because then you can't. You have to get, well, you're all right. You can get the bus if you want. I'll have to join you on the bus.
If I get caught drink driving, I have bigger problems to worry about because it means I've stole the bus. Just showing up in your street at double decker, being like, Jason, what's happening?
But I know it is like it's not more like it's just a bad publicity for him.
Mhm.
That's all it is.
Or is it good publicity? 'Cause people want to go and see the bad boy on his tour now.
Could be. People are talking about him.
That's it.
All publicity is good publicity.
That's it, man. It's I always wonder, like I even thought about that as well for different algorithm things on the internet. Like if you, as stupid as it is, like that picture of toast you put up last week, if you
Yeah.
literally just went on the TikTok and held up it, right, I'll not even say the word and see what you call it, a lovely frozen summer treat that is just a big flavored ice stick.
Um,
I would
a
call it.
nice thing.
I would call it an ice pop.
I would call it nice pop.
Right. Okay. See, people have different names for this, but like, if you literally hold that up and go,
A nice stick.
this is an ice cream, people
Yeah.
will get so pissed off at how stupid you're being. But then because there's so much interaction on it, then
Yeah, it
you're
feeds into
actually
it. Yeah.
getting pushed further into the algorithm for people to watch it. And it's like, well, could you do that and just be a complete spastic and hold this up and go, this is a cow?
Yeah. I bet that people would know something like that. You would need to
I
do
but
it
you know what I mean? Like
where
doing something that's
like you throw it into the conversation sillily, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Where you're being serious. But like, I hear what you're saying. Like people would argue to the death underneath it,
People love arguing like that.
like Cribby and Kirby. Do you know what I mean? So, stuff like that there, like that'll start a fucking
Yeah.
debate. Do you know what I mean? There has to be more things like that where we could like you.
Just out of
So this
curiosity on
is
that, what do you call it?
this is Cribby. I called it.
So you're wrong then.
I can't remember now. To be fair, if I'm honest, I think we had this argument on the show before, right? I used to, whenever we used to play it, I used to, but this conversation has fucked my brain up on it now.
Do you park beside the crib or the curb?
Curb.
Alright, so why is it not called Kirby then?
I see. I think we did call Cribby.
Crib is what a baby sleeps in. And it's
Yeah.
spelled CRIB.
I can't even remember now. Mate. It's again,
Like,
this
look,
conversation has fucked me up
You can
on
just
the whole thing.
people will argue about fucking anything.
But that's what we'll do. You take one position, I take the other position, post the video, and then just leave it. You know what I mean? What do you call this? Is it a bop, or is it
a roll.
A roll?
Oh no, it's definitely a bop.
100%.
It is a
I
bop. See,
can't. I
people,
can't
see,
take
a
opposition.
sandwich roll. Fuck away off.
Uh,
Fucking roll down the hill, you bastard.
It's a sausage roll. No, it's a sausage bop. Sausage roll's got pastry on it.
Yeah.
Fucking losers. People are nuts, aren't they?
It's but the internet.
What
gives
about you?
people-
See the internet this week? Your wee mans went missing. Did you see all that?
I'd seen that he went missing, and then I was reading sort of today that
I
they
read.
think that he's been either kidnapped or apparently the person who now exposed Jimmy Savile and found out all that and found some other your missing Walker woman who went died.
Fuck, I didn't go that deep. Like.
I know I was reading it on the bus on the way over today. The guy who like blew the lid on Jimmy Savile and done all the actual investigation on that, he has now messaged the guy's mum to say, you give me 3 or 4 days and tell me what you want, and I'll tell you whether your son's died on his own or whether he's been kidnapped.
Right. So what I seen was that he went missing. I thought it was a child to begin with.
Yeah.
Because I heard loads of people saying about the child, but he was at that event or whatever, and then I seen. I'm not naming, but someone I know from England, who you would know him too, very well, and he posted on social media saying he was a wee scumbag. He hit his mate in the head with a hatchet and all, and
Right.
he got he got a suspended sentence, but it was like they near killed this fella.
Right.
And then apparently he was in 30 grand's worth of debt to the mob. And what they're saying is now what made
allegedly.
no that this is just all the conspiracy theories. So obviously at the start I was like, fuck, this is awful about the wee man going missing. Like he's on cat, he's up a mountain, he's going to be dehydrated. The fuck, he's going to be dead. Like.
Yeah.
But then everyone started posting about like watch the mass. So me and Hal seen a video last night, and the mass talking to ITV or something, and she started giggling halfway through it. No talking about it like the mass in it. They've already made the money back on a GoFundMe page to find him. So that's his debt cleared.
Oh, I with the mob.
So that's what they're starting to say now. Is that? But again, you can't send that money to the mob. You know what I mean?
No.
You can't do like
I'm sure
who's the mob, but either way.
You
But
can't lift the money from the GoFundMe page.
it's awful because I've seen loads of people like I've seen TikTok posts with know that they're showing screenshots of all the people from England that knew him,
Yeah.
slobbering about on the reef. Oh, why don't you use a helicopter to find him and all? Like, or no, they're taking it as a joke.
Yeah.
So he's not a very liked fella,
Aye.
whoever he is, but it's still not nice that there's a fucking 24-year-old or
That's
whatever he is that's missing. So I take it from that. But then you have to also take into consideration a lot of people who do know him don't seem to trust the story.
Yeah.
So you're like, either way, it's fucking sad. Like, but
It reminds me a lot of.
it's sad that you're missing, and most people that you know aren't sympathetic towards it.
Yeah. But again, it's how you treat people. But it reminds me of Michaela McCollum when she went missing, and everybody was putting all these things up all over Facebook. Oh, find this missing girl, and it was all panic stations. And as soon as it came out that she was caught muting, everyone was like, "Well, I knew that she would have been on it because she's done this, or she was always like
Uh,
this here, or she's done that." Like people again are always quick to fucking spout out on the
yeah,
internet, but realistically,
I
it,
know
it
what you're
doesn't
saying.
matter what.
What would you do if he turns up in the Peruvian jail?
That my money's on. Like it's just Michaela McCollum over again. The
You
mob
was
said
30
here.
grand away and bring that home.
Yeah, that's what it is. But you can either kill you or you can go
I
and mute for us.
genuinely think he's, all, especially if he owes this much money to people and there's so much shit. He's been off his head and he's went and walk. Maybe he's panicking about what's going on and he's just got lost.
Yeah,
See if you find the video. I'll get Hannah Senna because she showed me it, and like the man is talking about it, going like he's not stupid. There was buses on. There's bus stops and shops the whole way
Yeah.
up that place where he was. Like he could have just got on the bus. I think he's been lifted, and then she starts giggling. It was if like she catches herself on. I'm like, because I said just before her, she seems very calm.
yeah.
If that was Jax, I'd be fucking,
Oh, you'd
I'd be
be
all over the show.
distraught.
And Hal was like, oh, and then she started laughing. How she does it means that she was like, there's no, like, I do not believe that woman at
But
all.
you
Like,
remember the guy who he faked his own death.
I went out in
by
the
drowning,
canoe.
went out in the canoe, and the woman, it was just to claim life insurance. So again, it's not like these things happened in very recent history. Your girl, the daughter was kidnapped, but she was actually sleeping in the granny's house up in the attic, a couple of doors down, and just thought she was having a sleepoper, and mum
The
and
man,
dad were
that's
trying
right.
to
The
do
man
something.
was from, that was in Wales or something, wasn't it?
And let's not forget now, allegedly, Kate McCann.
Aye. Let's not forget
I'm-
about Stephen Nolan too,
I'm not.
because he was keeping kids.
in his dungeon and shipping
Uh,
them off the Epstein's Island.
Fuck's sake.
He was running about petrol forecourt, stealing them out of parents' cards. Sending the Epstein.
The kids, Maz and Daz were leaving without a mask. He was
You no
scooping them
mask,
up.
aye, give me your child.
Give me your child. I'll say, I'll not put you on BBC then, eh? And then the next minute they were on Epstein's Island massaging Bill Clinton. Fuck's sake.
Allegedly.
No, it's not. I'm telling you, Stephen Nolan's up to no good. Like,
Sorry, I'm just keeping it sweet. As long as one of us says allegedly, we're okay.
though these are all allegations, like, but I'm sure it'll be out in the Sunday World in a couple of weeks.
Let's be honest.
If anyone from the Sunday World wants to come on the show and talk about it, we're more open the invitation. Like, in fact, if Stephen Nolan wants to come on the show, we'll have to get a reinforced sofa. Like, but
Are you actually going to try and call Stephen Nolan night every week to get him to come in sit on the sofa?
for a
And what?
for a laugh, huh? I don't necessarily want him to come in curbsy. She says. Louise says curbsy.
You're wrong. It's Kirby. I'm one of these people. I'm not even trying to say it's your point of view. I am right, and you will not change my
But
mind.
you're not right because it's subjective.
But it's a curb.
It's a subjective thing, though.
The reason that it is called a curb is because the bit of stone work that is put in there is called a curb
Yes.
stone. It's not a crib stone or a curbsy stone.
No,
It is
I
a
know,
curb
but
stone.
it's still a subjective name of the game. It's nothing to do with that.
I know.
Like what you're saying is logically correct, but then why do they call American football when they don't use their feet?
CTE.
See, but you know what I mean? Like it doesn't mean the name's not correct.
Yeah.
Because it's a
But
subjective
then
thing. Like,
that's what is the saying? It's like
they did
you
a
have-
poll on this, I'm sure, and I can't remember which one won. Like, but I'm pretty sure like Cool FM or something done a big poll on it, on what they called it, and it was pretty even from what I remember. But one of them,
Oh,
won,
it is.
like,
It's one of those things that depends where
You
you're
agree,
been brought up, and that's it. And like we nursery rhymes. and all that
mate,
stuff.
I really can't remember now what I called it.
Right.
Cribby. I am pretty sure it was Cribby.
We
Like,
need to go and get your head seen to me.
Aye.
It's all that darts now.
it's not, mate. It's because I've talked about it with so many people. I'm like Cribby, Kirby. I don't know what I called. I'm pretty sure it was Cribby. Like,
Did you know that Butchers is one? I didn't know this until quite recently. That Butchers is one. So
what?
there's some people will say butchers, and there's some people say butchers.
Butchers, I would say.
Yeah,
Butchers, aye.
But there's some
Butchers.
people will say butchers. We're such a fucking weird.
Technically, they're both right, though. It's just
your pronunciation. Of it.
pronunciation of it.
It's we should get a load of words that there are just for our little country for all of yours, and we'll just go through them. Be
Yeah.
like, look how fucking backwards we are, guys.
I'm sure there's a list of that
Iron
somewhere.
earned and iron earned.
That's right. Remember we've done that. It's fucking nuts, mate. But I blame it on Steve Nolan.
I know.
He-
I'm starting to see a pattern forming here.
He used to call it Kirby.
I can't wait the this whole dice thing blows up. And like, it's all fucking Stephen Nolan's fault. He was
or
he was
he
fucking
invites his own BBC Radio Ulster.
boys.
I'll turn-
I see you've been talking about me a lot on this podcast.
I will turn him down. I'll be like, nah. He's like inviting us down there with 14-year-old kids and all. No way. I hate the company. He's so divisive. Sorry, I'm only joking, Stephen. We're just trying to have a laugh.
Trying. I'm having a good eye laugh.
Now I'm thinking of the future, like, oh shit, Stephen is going to invite us on the show, isn't he?
Stephen Nolan can pay to have you killed and not even worry
I
about
know.
it.
Sure, we no one in this country would do anything for Stephen Nolan.
I'm sure he made a few friends in that
We'll
jail.
get him on the show and we'll set him up. We'll just say to Provos and the UVF has better gets him.
We'll give you his location.
He'll be here at such and such time. We'll give you the location, 10 grand. The first person to pay 10
See, do you
grand
know
in
what your
his
problem is
account.
now? See, if ever this happens, you've told everyone it's us. We can't even play it off that they've just fucking accidentally kicked through the studio. How weird would that be? You're sitting doing a podcast, and the next thing the door gets kicked through by paramilitaries.
An accident too, like we genuinely didn't do it, and then they go back and listen to this episode. We're like, I swear to God, we were joking on that episode. We were joking, like we just wanted to get him in.
Even if it wasn't Stephen Nolan, if it happened
How
to
funny
anybody,
would it be to have Stephen Nolan in a game of darts? That would be hilarious. Like,
why you couldn't? You'd be fucking tired out walking up and down.
exactly.
Shouldn't be making fun of the guy. That's awful, Jason.
Oh, there's Londonderry in.
Ah, see, he was
We
talking
were
about
just
you
talking
earlier.
about you earlier.
Did you push that to try and look at it on the screen and then realize the darts are still on your dick?
She got a set of new teeth.
Oh Jesus!
Got a poster in Belfast in a shop with all your wee sayings on it.
I'll
Aye.
have to look down.
We'll have to look. Send us a picture of it, and we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah. What time are we on?
Nearly there. 52.
Oh Jesus! Another 8 minutes. That's all right. Plenty of time to go and get the fucking football on. Get this dart shade off. Any other crack?
No, mate. I'm excited to get this tune out. That's the only thing I've been thinking about. You need to let me hear what else you've got going here.
I will whenever we're finished. I do have actually something random. If you want to hear, I learned this today and I was like, oh my God, fuck the world. Why were cornflakes invented?
Don't know. Something tells me I do know. Like, but once you tell me, I can't think off the top of my
Good.
head.
Take a stab in the dark.
Fuck. For dinner.
Right. So, Mr. Kellogg was a very high up person in the evangelical church, like a 7th degree, whatever. Right.
Yeah.
So
He
they
was just below Stephen Nolan.
Yep.
That regard.
Jesus, you wouldn't want to be below Stephen Nolan. For anything, you want to be on top of Stephen Nolan, getting his money and not getting crushed. But if you are, yeah, so the whole time, evangelical thing at the time was to try and remove any temptation or passion or any sort of impulsive urges that you would have within your whole life, kind of thing. So he decided to invent a really boring cereal because it would stop all the people having wanks.
Yeah, masturbation. I knew that. Like,
It's like, see, to be fair, it didn't work because I
Nah.
love having a bowl of cornflakes and then going for a wank. Start your
No.
day the right way.
Aye.
I couldn't believe that. I was like, seriously?
Mate, there's fucking women out there on OnlyFans getting wanked in the fucking cornflakes.
My bowl needs some
I
milk.
need some protein we had.
I was like, who sat? I think it was like 1876 or something. It's like, oh, that's
I-
what life
it
was.
just-
Someone
I
sat down and was
yeah.
like, I know what'll stop people wanking. A cereal.
I just don't understand why wanking's a problem.
Oh, but it's a religious thing. It's self-pleasure.
Pleasure.
And it's like a sin.
People are mad, aren't they? Especially back in them days. But no, see, I say I did see that somewhere.
It's like, who actually sits and thinks, oh, do you
Did
know
you
what?
see one of them big fucking, was it Nestle or something? Or maybe it was Kellogg's come out, no way of going through the cost of living and all.
Yeah.
And he was like, don't worry, you could just eat cereal for your dinner.
I went on a cereal diet for a while when I was 19, but that was more because it was the only thing I could eat for a couple of weeks because it was so wiped out. And do you know what? It was great, but I did lose quite a lot of weight.
It can't be good for you, mate. Like,
I had
cornflakes is fucking full of sugar.
I
Like,
was Cocoa Puffs, mate. Cocoa
Oh,
Puffs,
that's even worse.
4 bowls a day for 2 weeks. I found out as well.
I've never been a cereal man.
No,
Never.
I love a bowl of cereal. That sounded quite fucking.
I did. I think I remember going to primary school and my mom making me cornflakes and like putting sugar on them, but like I never really liked it, mate.
Yeah.
Weetabix too. I never really liked.
I love Sugar Puffs, but you can't have them anymore because there's far too much sugar. I was enticing the kids.
I mean, all it is, every single one of them are fucking just fucking. It's just bags of sugar and a fucking wee Bit of corn.
But it's great.
Corn's bad for you
They're
too. For fuck's sake.
great.
Aye.
I don't like corn. I
I
find
think cornflakes are just corn.
I like the band corn, but that's about it. I found out as well. Do you know why casinos are all round?
No.
Like if you go, have you ever been in a casino?
Yes.
Right. So if you go in, there's no right angles.
I've already seen this. It's a low shape. I've seen this. Someone debunking it on thing. He went round Vegas and there's fucking right angles all over the show.
Is there?
Uh,
I thought that was a thing.
because
It makes
now
sense.
I've never been in a casino in like Vegas or anything,
Aye.
but I've been in them in Belfast and all know
Aye.
the wee ones and they're all like that. But I seen this and I was like, all right, but it was like a Stitch video and they're like, no, casinos don't have right angles, so that makes you think this and all. And then some
the whole
fella was just
premise-
like,
well, the premise of it is that you are in a complete circular building because if you have to stop and make a decision to go left or right, you're activating your subconscious. And whenever you decide that you can turn left or right, you can also decide to walk out of the casino, and they want you to stay there and spend all your
Yeah.
money. So they do as much shit.
it
keep
makes
you-
sense. But
like the way they have
I
no
did
windows
see a
and all as
video
well.
on thing that like debunked it.
Oh, well,
your
I'm
man
glad
was
you
showing.
debunked I done a full
Well,
Jason there.
You seen a headline?
No, I seen a video.
That's probably the same video I seen. It was quite popular on TikTok at one stage.
Well, you know, I am trying. I need to speak to you about the fucking clip dilemma. I'll talk to you after the show about that. We're almost there. But there was a slight little problem with it, but I'll tell you after.
Oh, that's right.
Do you want to just wrap this up? Because I want to go watch football.
Yeah, no worries. Derry, London Derry, amazing dental work in Mexico. Tagged you in my post, Jay. Is that on the Jay Dice page? I'll have a wee nosy here before we go.
Unbelievable. Nicole just texted me, asked me what I want from McDonald's.
You're just after a barbecue, you fuck cunt.
I know, but a few wee chicken nuggets wouldn't go amiss now, would they?
You'll not tell you at a barbecue till after.
Oh no, just weird. I wouldn't want her to feel she's been done out of anything.
Nice.
They're lovely.
They look nice.
They're as nice as yours. I feel like I need to get my teeth done. I don't want to. Fucking everyone's at it.
I know, mate. Everyone is, aren't they? Don't go to Mexico, do it. Like, saying that, you get a good holiday over.
Aye, but it's a
I
long
just
way
went
to
to
go for some
Belfast.
teeth.
I went down to Lisburn Road.
Yeah. Aye, but if you get it done in a different country, though, does it not fuck up your dental plan?
Apparently.
Dentists won't touch you here because it's been done somewhere else.
Yeah. Right, everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll catch us again next week. And yeah, we're going to release this tune this week, so please go and fucking check our pages and please go and stream it, share it. Let's get this one to be our best one.
Yep, get the song.
It'll be hard to beat.
Turn it
It'll
up.
be hard to beat. Feels like still because it's flan, so we would like this one to beat. Feels like so.
Yep.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.